is a daughter, but the other 3 are boys. So they are 16, 14, 10, and 8. So, Sam, you are one of them. I don't need any more children in my house, trust me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen and view this holiday. Uh-oh, wait, hang on. I got to scroll back up. So we're going to start at the beginning in January and talk about some of the different holidays or events, okay? Do you guys know what holiday happens in January? Do you know? New Year's Day happens in January. Oh, good. Teacher Rahat is coming to chat with us. Wonderful. We'll wait for him to get on, and then maybe we'll let him do some of the reading. Hello, Teacher Ahmad. Welcome.
Hi,
Hello.
Teacher April.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you, I suppose.
Thank you. By the Teacher April and all the viewers, this live stream has been shared through our Hello Facebook and also through the YouTube channel so that people can watch, which I do very often with our fellow teachers, to promote them.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Awesome. I love it. All right. So, Teacher Rahat, they want to know what is the channel, like the YouTube channel name?
It's in my channel. Its name is English with RahatAli. And also, as you might be aware, we have got Facebook group, Hello Speak English. And it is also shared the live broadcast as well as my own, profile of Facebook. And also we have got Hello Community of Bangladesh, where Rupu is the admin and I'm one of the admins too. So we try to promote all of our Hello activities, advertisement, promotions, videos, teachers, and amazing students through this Facebook group so that people know and they can see the real live conversation. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna. Do you want me to put it in the comments, or can you put one of the Facebook pages and then the name of the YouTube channel? That way people can see what they can find it easier.
Okay, let me put the our Facebook group's name.
Yes.
Then you can copy and paste, and you can put both of them together.
Okay.
So, dear viewers, you might be aware that Hello has got a. Honestly, Teacher April, we started from the Facebook group, then we developed the Hello app.
Yes, I heard. So
Okay.
yeah, I wasn't sure where the
That's our Facebook group. Facebook.com group Hello Global.
Okay.
So if you can pin it, that would be great.
Can I? Oh wait, there we go. Hang on. I almost had it. It doesn't want to cooperate.
And this is the reason why we are celebrating 3 years anniversary today. It started from the Facebook in 2019 with our CEO June and a co-founder Ben, and the office is in Utah. It's a long history. I'm sure more or less you are aware of it, how it goes,
Yeah, I've been getting little bits and pieces of it the longer I'm here.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm like, I need to start a document when I learn these little pieces of information so I can keep up with everything.
That's right.
Okay.
So carry on, Teacher April. If you want me to read, your student is ready to read.
Yes, but wait, I wanted you to put the YouTube link where they can, the YouTube channel.
So it's also,
you know what that one is?
Yeah, it's English with RahatAli, but that is my channel though.
English with RahatAli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Teacher Ahmed. If you have time, please hop on. That will be fun to bring another teacher,
English with, is it Teacher Rahat or
Oh,
just English with RahatAli?
English at RahatAlis. Plain and simple.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, there we go. So then I'll pin this, and people, if they want to go find those, for future, then they'll have access to that. So everyone who's just joining, Teacher Rahat was telling us that he so often will stream Hallo live streams. He will also stream them to the Facebook group and to his YouTube channel.
Yeah, and
So I pinned those at the top so that if you'd like to follow those, then you'll be able to maybe catch some other ones or be able to go back and see them if you miss them.
that's
Okay.
right. And the title is your name. Uh,
Oh, nice.
the
Thank
US
you.
Hallo Teacher April's themed live stream. That's the name.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
All right. Yes. Will you please go ahead and read January 1 for us? What date? What holiday is that?
New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
On New Year's Day, people make resolutions such as quitting smoking or starting a new diet. So, what is your plan, Teacher April, for this new year?
You know what? I don't always make a New Year's resolution. A lot of times I will pick a word or phrase to kind of focus on throughout the year, but I didn't do it this year. So I honestly do not have a New Year's resolution. Now, here's an interesting fact though.
Mhm.
Most New Year's resolutions are quit, or they're done with, they like give up on them by February or March.
It's
So
already April. Teacher April is in on April now, so it's it's blown out already. Or I can say Gone with the Wind, the famous movie.
yes, most people have. Yes, exactly. But I've heard other ones like, they're going to run so many miles this year, or they're going to be a better teacher or a kinder person, or different things like that. So everybody has their own opinions of what New Year's resolution should be, but I wanted to share a couple of pictures because when I think about New Year's, I think about fireworks, because in America, at least, as soon as it hits, you know, midnight, you hear all these fireworks that go off. And there's this huge celebration that happens in New York where it's called a ball drop. And it's this big, huge sphere. And it's different every year of what's inside of it, but it slowly descends as everyone counts down 10, 9, 8, 7. And then when it gets to 0, everybody says, Happy New Year. And typically, if you're celebrating with someone that you love, then you kiss them at
Ooh,
midnight. Like that's supposed to be this kind of like cheers to a new year kind of thing. So that's the fun part to me, is the celebration part that happens, not necessarily the routine of what am I going to do to make this year great. To me it's more of a fun, like, we made it another year, here comes, let's make this next year the best ever. So that's what I like about New Year's. Do you celebrate New Year's in any special way?
yeah,
What did they do in England?
I do. We do. The Big Ben, yeah, the famous Big Ben, the tourist spot in central London,
Yeah. Mhm.
and they do celebrate it there. And you do. I'm sure it's almost same in like the USA. Hundreds of people go there with their partners, and they take these firecrackers, and they
Mhm.
just use it at exactly started counting down from the 10, 9. Happy New Year, and boom,
Yeah.
all these fireworks are just shown in the sky, which is really amazing.
Yeah.
I went maybe once or twice. It is really, I should say, overpopulated on that night. And as a matter of fact, what the London Transportations does on that day, they make free for each and every people on that day. New Year's Eve
Oh,
from 10 o'clock to next morning 6 o'clock. All the train services, underground bus services, trams are free only that day. For That's
interesting.
right, teacher April for 8 hours. It starts from 31st December 10 o'clock night to
Uh-huh.
next day 1st of January 8 o'clock. Oh, sorry, 10 hours, so that they can commute freely and they don't have to pay. All the stations are open on that day. No checking, no barriers, no limitations. Whole night,
Yeah.
and they also employ some security people because every station there might be drunk people. You never know. Lots of people become drunk on that night and they start dancing.
Right.
And one bad,
Yeah.
I should say, not the bad and a surprising experience, that when I went there, two people got drunk and become naked and started dancing on the top of the bridge.
Oh my goodness. I love that though, that the transportation is free so that everyone gets home safely. Like that's awesome. I love that. Very fun.
Okay.
All right, so we'll keep going. All right, so this is one I actually didn't know about. This is a celebration in Japan. It happens on the second Monday of January, which I guess means the date changes year to year. So go ahead and tell us about the Coming of Age Day.
This event celebrates all of the citizens who are 20 years old. In Japan, 20 is the age when adolescents officially become adults and can legally smoke, drink, and vote. The young people gather in formal wear at government buildings and listen to many important speakers. They also receive money. Wow, that's pretty
I
cool.
know, I'm like, I missed out. So, adolescence, that's another word for a teenager. And so it's kind of it's a combination of an adult or an adult adolescent. So it's like pre-adult. So they when they turn 20, I guess they officially become adults and can do all these things. Now in America, 21 is the age that you can legally do all of these things. So I guess we're a year behind. But let me show you some pictures I found for this one. So here's what I noticed is that the women, when they have their coming of age, they wear, very typical Japanese attire, but the men wear suits,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I don't know what I don't know if there is a traditional, wear for men or if it's always been a suit. I don't know. But anyway, a lot of these are pictures from this last year because you can see they're all wearing masks, like in this picture over here, Um, anyway, I just found that very interesting that the difference between the women and the men when they do that. So, also, I realized that the second Monday of January. So it's not, it's, I guess, is it all of the 20-year old or all of the 19-year-olds that will turn 20, or is it everyone that has already turned 20? I'm not sure. Because in America, you would celebrate this on your birthday. Like when you turn 21, you have this big celebration because you can finally legally drink. That tends to be kind of the biggest deal. Um, so yeah, anyway, I found that one very interesting. Had you ever heard of that before, Rahat?
Uh, Not exactly, but once I read it from the newspaper that Japanese have or this celebration,
Mhm. All right, let's go to our next one. Now, this one I have heard quite a bit about because I have taught on a children's platform before that was based out of based out of China. And so it was familiar to me. The Lunar New Year or the Chinese New Year.
That's right.
So would you like to read that description?
Okay, so this is a 2-week festival beginning on the first day of the lunar year, just prior to the holiday. Families clean their houses carefully in order to bring good luck into their homes. Families gather for a reunion dinner on New Year's Eve. Lucky amounts of money are distributed to family members in red envelopes. Each day honors something different, such as parents, goals, or wealth.
Yeah. So here's what I know about this one. So there's always some kind of parade and celebration with these long dragons. So that second picture there, you can see all those people lined up and they have a pole and they take turns moving their pole up and down so it looks like the dragon, is moving. And then let's see, I saw the red envelope somewhere. Where did I see that? Maybe it was up here.
I believe the teacher, if you scroll down, it may be the bottom of this, there is some written Chinese writing on a paper, maybe that one. Is it not that one? No, the second from the right side from the screen. Happy New Year.
Second.
Is that one?
Oh, right down here.
Yeah, is it that one?
I think that's just telling the date.
Okay. In central London.
I actually have one. If I would have thought about it, it's downstairs though.
Okay.
Where are they?
And may I share in
Kind of looks like that.
Teacher April and all the people in central London, we have got a Chinatown. They celebrated this festival in a very amazing way.
Oh, you can kind of see the envelopes right here at this top one
Oh,
with the
yes.
flowers. They're kind of whatever those little coins are or something are on top of the red envelopes. So the children receive these red envelopes. Some people say envelopes, some people say envelopes. Both are correct. In fact, I say it both ways sometimes too. But anyway, there are these red envelopes that are about like this up and down, and then you open them up and you look inside and there's money. And so it's always exciting as a child to see, how much money did you get in your envelope. All right, let's see what's next. February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gonna read it?
Sure. Couples
Okay.
celebrate their love by exchanging cards, chocolate, flowers, and other gifts. Many go on romantic days. Children give Valentine cards to friends and relatives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Ahad says this is my favorite day. Anyways, the holiday today is actually Easter. But we're just kind of going through some different holidays and sharing kind of what we know about them. So when I Googled Valentine Day images, this is what came up. So I want to talk about these real quick. These little candy hearts that say different little phrases on them. So this is a very popular candy around Valentine's Day. The candy is absolutely disgusting and everyone knows that they don't taste good. But there's this kind of, tradition behind, if you're eating them and you see one that you like and you give it to someone else, it's supposed to be, this like fun little romantic gesture, right? And so Valentine's Day is supposed to be a day that you celebrate love, but for children, they have, let me see if I can see, like, find some Valentine Day cards or something. Sometimes they will make their own. Sometimes you can buy them. Let's look up Valentine Day cards for kids. This will help show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah. So they typically say some cute little phrase on them. Like these little Valentine, we go together like peanut butter and jelly. You're a whole lot of fun, Valentine. So they're always cute little phrases that come on them, and usually they will attach some kind of candy, or little treat, or some of them come with stickers. But you can buy them in the store, a box of Valentine cards, and so the children will exchange cards on that day at school. Like, they usually make some kind of box or sack that they can put all of their cards in. And so they go around and give everybody their card, and then the kids come home and they have all this candy, and it's craziness, but they love it. So yeah, so that's kind of how we celebrate that holiday here in America.
Hmm.
What about you, Teacher Rahat? Do you have any memories of celebrating this
Uh,
holiday?
yeah, it is also holiday in the UK, but though I don't have the time
Mhm.
or chance to celebrate it. But I was reading some of the histories of the United Kingdom when it first started, and it started honestly from the British royal family in 14th century. Charles Duke of Orleans wrote the first recorded Valentine's letter to his lover while she was imprisoned in the Tower of London because of the treason and treachery. And that's the
Mhm.
first started here in this country. But I was also reading the dark history of the Valentine's Day of the Roman people. And the history says Emperor Claudius II executed two persons, both named Valentine, on this day of 14th because they were in love. And if you go back more in the history, then it became really an accepted festival around the Western countries to celebrate
Uh-huh.
and interchange their gifts, show their love, respect, and a lot of other things.
So interesting. I know we could do like a whole class probably on like the history behind all these holidays, because it's so interesting to me how some of the holidays were created out of a very dark reason or whatever, and people have taken what they wanted and made it what they want it to be. But some people, I think, if they knew the history behind why it was started in the first place, might not celebrate the holiday, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's so fascinating. And we're not even going to make it through my entire list because I have a class at 9:30, so I'm going to have to stop this. But I'm thinking I might come back and finish this list like after my class, because it's just too interesting. It's so fascinating.
It is. So,
Okay,
so dear viewers, if you haven't followed Teacher April yet, please follow her, support her, and if possible, subscribe to her lesson. As you can see, she's a voice coach, which is really amazing. And if you know, last month we celebrated the Hello competition of Team Red, and Teacher April was the amazing teachers of the Team Red, and I'm also lucky to be the part of the Team Red who won in the competition, and we are given the title Best Live Streamers in 2022. And Teacher April, I have used in my profile so that they can see it. Yeah. Okay.
let's see. Your profile?
Yeah, I have also done in my profile of Hello, not in YouTube though.
Let me see. Let me find you. Hang on. Let's see.
So as teacher April has got a lesson in less than 17 minutes, right? 9:30.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's hoping to come back again. And if I'm free, definitely I'll join you, teacher April. And
Okay.
we try
Great.
to support each and every teacher, regardless whether team red or team blue. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yes.
But we work as an effective team. That is the main and important feature. So, dear viewers and all the ladies and gentlemen who are watching silently in incognito mode, please do support all of our teachers. Okay, and always you can join the live stream,
I
ask
just
questions.
realized, yes, you do say that in your bio here.
Yeah.
You're like best live streamers award winner.
Yes.
I love it.
If
I
you
love it.
remember, teacher Jamie said that yeah, you can use this in your profile, and I thought, oh, let's take the chance and use it. I just
Oh, now see, okay, you've inspired me. I'm gonna have to go change mine now.
sure. And also,
Oh my goodness.
teacher April, thank you very much for sharing. You can see that today I have got 188,000 followers. I never
Oh
imagined.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Yes. That's huge. Yeah.
it is. And
They there's so many students on Hallow anyway that it just amazes me. It amazes me. So, in case you guys are wondering, you can go to the teacher tab and you can scroll in and look at all the different teachers that we have available that you can take classes from. There's teacher Jared. He popped in here a minute ago. Teacher Ahmad. Um, these are all team red. Well, that not Ryan. Ryan was team blue. But we still support him. Oh, look at that. Teacher Riza is so close to
100.
that's such an interesting number for her. 99.9. We
Yes.
just need to get her a few more followers so we can bump her up to 100, right?
I believe that she'll be 100,000 this week.
Yes, I think so. So there you are. You know what? I popped in on Teacher John yesterday, I think it was, and he was doing a short little live stream about Instaclass recommendations or how did he say it? Advice on Instaclass. And he was talking about students, making notes of questions that they have while they're listening to other people's classes
Hmm.
that maybe they're not subscribed to, but they wanted to ask a question. So then you can
Sure.
go to a Insta class and just ask, a one-on you've got what you and one other teacher. And so you can just kind of ask your questions and get personal answers that way. And I was like, what a wonderful way to use Instaclass. Like I would never have thought to tell students that, hey, here's a good way, to take advantage of Instaclass. So I loved that tip that he shared.
O-
Um,
Okay, this is you. Would you like to share
oh,
your
yeah.
other lessons so that they can aware how they can contact
Yeah,
you?
sure. So, so this is my little profile here. You can see I'm a professional speech and language therapist with a TESOL certification. So I help people neutralize their accent, improve pronunciation, and also practice conversation skills. So I always tell people if you don't see a class, like a one-on-one class available, then click this little button over here that says request class. Send me a time, and if I'm available, I will accept it.
Right,
Okay, you can also see a lot of my recorded classes. If you need to check out and see, is Teacher April the kind of teacher I want?
right. Uh,
So here's how I like to share. Let me go right here.
that's right. That would be better way to show all of your uh,
Yep,
lessons of the week.
it's the easiest.
So,
All right, so
teacher April, what's your experience of the Insta class call?
Instaclass is $4.99, so basically $5 for 20 minutes. And it's well worth your 20 minutes to be able to ask a teacher anything you want. Um,
Mm,
and have that, and it's video. So you can, like, especially for me, like if you're wondering how to say a certain word or a sound, then you would be able to see my mouth. I could see your mouth. I can tell you what you need to change. So it would be a great little session to just, like say the word over and over again, or maybe say that sound in other words. And, I can help you do that. And I promise you, you will have it after 20 minutes of working with me, whatever word or sound it is you're trying to figure out. Okay, so these are my classes that I have. I've got this favorite children's book class. This is the one that's coming up here in about 10 minutes or so. And we read a different children's book each class. And the reason I love working on English using children's books is because, one, it's typically a little more simple text, but also it introduces you to new vocabulary. But sometimes it's hard to know, like, what does this word mean? And children's books have pictures. And so a lot of times between the context of the word or the sentences around the word and the picture, you can figure out on your own what it means. So in this class, we do a lot of talking about, what do you see in the picture? What do you think that they're trying to tell us here? And so we do a lot of that thinking out loud. In order to help expand vocabulary. So that class is really for any level student. And if you are a subscriber and you hop on, then you will get a chance to read, a couple of pages in the book that we're doing that day. It's really fun. We have a really good time in that class, and it meets twice a week. It's a Saturday, Sunday class. And then this Would You Rather class right here, that's a Tuesday class. That's a fun conversation class. So we play the game, Would You Rather? And I have this wheel, electric wheel or electronic online, and it spins, and then it'll pop up a question. Would you rather have a movie night or have a game night? And so as the student, you get to say what you would prefer, and then you have to tell me why you would choose that. So it's a really good practice of kind of thinking on your feet and, communicating your thoughts and opinion in English. So that one's fun, but that's definitely for intermediate or advanced. And then this last class down here is my perfect pronunciation. So if you kind of what I was talking about, the Insta class where you could ask about a sound or whatever. In the class, I will listen to you, tell me about yourself, and I'll listen for your pronunciation errors. And then we'll talk about that, and I'll give you some tips and tricks, and you will leave with homework of what you're supposed to practice until the next Thursday when we have the next class. So for example, I have one student that was struggling to make the H sound, she kept trying to add voice to it. Oh, no, it wasn't H, it was P, p, p. She kept trying to say pa, pa, and I was like, no, it was coming out like a B sound. So her homework this week is to just walk around the house going pa, 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 almost thinking of it as a whisper. Because when she's like, it just feels so weird. And I said, I know, that's why I don't want you to put any sounds to the P sound. I just want you to walk around pa, 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 so that it finally starts to feel normal. Because when it finally starts to feel normal, then you can add a vowel sound to it. And instead of saying, because like the word was purr, like a cat sound is a purr, but it was sounding like burr, it's cold. And so I said, don't practice the word, only the sound all week. So I'm so excited to come back on Thursday and see how she's doing. And like another student was struggling with, like the difference between S and SH. So S and sh. A lot of his S sounds were sounding like sh. So he was going to practice really slow. She sells seashells by the seashore. But I told him, because he was trying to say it very fast, and I said, do not say it fast. You have to say it very slowly and say it in the mirror to watch your mouth. And so we'll see. We'll see. So if you want to see how they did, then you can join that class and come on Thursday and see if their homework paid off or not. So I will mention that that class is more expensive because of the value of that class. There will never, ever be more than 10 students in that class. And so you will get very specific individualized attention in that class. And I probably will let it be a live class like one more time, and then I'm going to turn it to private. So only the people in that class will have access to those videos to review and things like that. So that's why that one is more expensive. Mamandeep, can you pronounce it? Pronounce what? Oh, patience. Yeah, the word is patience, I think, that you're asking about. So patience is the act of being patient, or being willing to wait or do something slowly. You wait for the progress to happen. I tell my own children who are, anxious, they want to go to the zoo, or they want to open their presents right now, and I say, you have to have patience. You have to be patient, or have patience. So that's what that one means.
So, teacher April, so B is a
Yes,
voice sound, whereas P is unvoiced, right?
exactly. Hmm.
Okay,
And
great.
there's a couple of sounds like that in the English language. Um, F and
V.
V is another one. You literally can make the motion and then turn your voice on or off. So I tell my students, if you put your hand right here on your throat and you're just breathing, nothing happens. But if you like make a humming sound, you can feel the vibration. You can, because that's your vocal folds that are doing this. They're like, they're vibrating, they're moving. So you can feel that. So that's one way to know if you're doing it correctly or not. So if you're like, see, I don't change anything here. It's just a matter of if I turn my voice on or not. Another one is K and G.
Mhm.
That's one actually my little students sometimes have a hard time with, because it's in the back. They always want to do it in the front. I don't know. So k, g, k, g. Um, T and D is another one. T, d, t, d. Same position. One's voiced, one is not.
You know, teacher April, I follow your instruction when I'm explaining to my learners. First, they need to understand how the voice sounds work and how the
Uh-huh.
unvoiced sounds work. When they understand the
Yes.
difference, they said, wow, it's a really amazing idea. And teacher April should be thankful for it. There are some of my subscribers are here. I can see them. So,
Oh, wonderful. I
like
love that.
like
I love
Mamandeep,
that.
she's my new subscriber.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, and this is why I love my profession as a speech language therapist, is because like how the voice works and all is so fascinating to me, but also how language develops in children, like the process and the different steps that they go through.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, in all honesty, like anytime you're learning a new language, you kind of follow those same steps, that same progression. So once you understand that, it really helps people, like it helps you as a teacher to know like kind of what order should we be teaching things. And that's what makes you a great teacher, when you understand the development, the natural development. It makes learning as the student easier. If I were to try and teach you like, comprehension before I teach you like what the question words, what, who, where, when, like if I don't teach you those, then you can't answer questions, because you don't know
Right.
what's being asked. And so I have some students at my school that struggle with comprehension. And when I really dig in, it's because they don't know what those words mean. So we have to go all the way back. And it's like, okay, if I ask a who question, I'm asking about a person. And there's some kids that don't know that. If I show a picture of like a teacher and I show a picture of the classroom and I say, which one is a who? They may not know. Because if I say, who teaches children, right? You have to know that who is a person, which means who is the teacher. Because if I say, where do children learn? Or where are children taught? If you don't know where is a place, you might choose the teacher because you think, oh, a teacher is where I learn this, So it's so fascinating. But anyway, yes, you are correct. I have 1 minute left. I know, I
Okay.
get to talking, I'm just like, woo. Anyway, yeah, so I'm headed over to my class. We're reading a book called ABC of Equality. It is amazing because it talks about how everyone is different in their own way and everybody is special, and we should love them and treat them equally. But it attaches some of those vocabulary words all through the letters of the alphabet. So if you guys want to, come listen to us go through some more of that book, then come join us now. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Maybe I'll see you guys later on this morning or later today, and I can finish up some more of the
Sure.
holidays and celebrations and all.
Thank you,
All
Teacher
right.
April. See you later.
Thank
Take
you so
care.
much, Rahat Ali. I appreciate your attendance and your help.
No worries. Thank you and bye.
All right. Bye.